Right, morning traders. Happy Thursday. Welcome. Let's see if you guys can hear me in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. How you guys enjoying the new chat on the Discord? Welcome to everyone that is watching on the Discord as well as the uh, the social media platforms on Twitter and YouTube. So perfect. Let's just make sure everything is all good. Looks like it's all running through well on Discord side and the social media side too. So let's get right into it this morning. We can see, obviously, bless me, we had, geez, we had FOMC yesterday, right? So FOMC yesterday, obviously spicing things up, and we are seeing a fade away on these world indexes this morning. I missed a very nice clean short here on the DAX index, so obviously not too stoked to be missing that, but you cannot catch every single move. Let's see what yep, loud and clear. What's up, Julio? We can see Julio watching here live on YouTube. Morning, Hoa. Can see loud and clear. Okay, perfect. And you guys can, I just want to confirm on today's stream, we were having some issues yesterday, but you guys can confirm that you can see this education side. Please, you need to make sure that you select show all channels for it, right? So you guys can give me a thumbs up if you can see this education side. So this is the Edgeful Discord free. I'm live in here every single Wednesday through to Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time to go over my pre-market plan, speak about a couple of Edgeful reports. But just give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can see that your side. Yep, you can see it. Perfect. So again, let's speak about the market. So the DAX has now broken the previous day's lows. Very interesting, because we were seeing like we were going to move higher yesterday. After FOMC, this is the 5-minute chart, but coupled with the 15-minute chart, we were getting a little bit of rise here, and I actually made money to the high side on the S&P 500. Right, let's look at this, but over here, I actually made money long buying it over here on that US 500 chart. So that was obviously quite interesting. Now to see that we are fading away. Back at this level, however, that we did actually rise up. I actually bought it yesterday. So back at that same zone, I just doesn't look as bullish as we were yesterday. So we're going to keep an eye out on this level. We are at the weekly view app as well. Just got to see what we do get for this day. So let's see a couple of reports that we can use with Edgeful to actually help us with a bias. Now, one, because it is Thursday, let's go to ES and let's go to this opening week range report. So let's go like this, opening week range like that. Okay, and let's speak about this report. And I think this is a very cool report to use after Monday and Tuesday has played out. Reason being is this. After Monday and Tuesday has played out, we get a high and low set of the week. So let's go to ES chart. Okay, we can see here's the high, right? The highest point from Monday and Tuesday is over here, and the lowest point from Monday and Tuesday is kind of at the same level that it was over here. So we can draw a box, and then they are making a indicator for me based on this. But we'll draw it in for now. Edgeful have so many indicators that you can get for free. They've also got the Ninja Trader indicators that have just come out as well. So make sure to get that too. Okay, but as you can see, we draw a box from the high and low set after Monday and Tuesday. We do take out these highs here on FOMC yesterday. Now, what does this mean for us? Well, this means that very rarely do we come back down. Obviously, probabilities, remember, nothing's guaranteed. Very rarely do we come back down and break this opposite side. So knowing that, we could potentially see longs for the rest of the week. Why? Because when we break the one side, right, broke the opening week high, broke the opening week low, we very rarely broke both opening week high and low in the last 6 months, only 19% of the time. Now we can put this to the last year. Okay, let's actually go to the daily time frame too. I like that extended market hours, highs and lows. So let's make sure we just get that right. We can see in the last year that extended market hours, got to make sure that you choose the right timings over here. I'm using the daily for extended market hours times. 13.46% of the time. So very rarely, once we break one side of that opening week high and low from Monday and Tuesday, do you come back down and break the opposite side now that we have taken out the highs. Same as NQ. We can chart this up on NQ as well. Okay, let's go like this and let's draw in our highs and lows from Monday and Tuesday. Very interesting. We actually still are trading within that on NQ. So maybe ES a better asset to look for this direction, or maybe we've got a bit of divergence between the two. We have not taken out the highs, as you can see on FOMC. We did not take out the highs yesterday. So maybe this could be something that, okay, this could be a weaker report this week because we have not done it on both the tickers that generally do move together. And we are seeing lower now, the DAX index trading lower at negative to 1.6%. We can see, obviously, if we just go to like this, and let's go like that. Let's just get the German stocks up here. We can see the German stocks mainly trading pretty red across the board as well. BMW down, Mercedes-Benz. So sorry for those guys driving those cars. Stock's not doing too great. So that's what we are seeing. And I think it was based on some tariff news, if I'm not mistaken. We're coming out to Forex Factory. Scheduled news here today, South African time. We got GBP. We got the official bank rate statement that has just actually happened on the GBP pair. So let's go here. We can see not really doing too much on these yen crosses, but yeah, okay. So scheduled news is kind of out the way, and then we just have CAD retail sales tomorrow. So not really too interesting there, but let's just go to news, and we can go to, this is, okay, here we go. This is where you can find actually unexpected news events coming out here. I think there was some tariff news. Yeah, Fed would be much better off cutting rates. You can get some breaking news over here. Of course, but the calendar is where the scheduled news happens. And then the breaking news you can get on the left-hand side of here. I personally use Forex Factory. But let's go to some more reports with Edgeful. Let's go to the DAX index, so D30 Euro. Now, obviously, I'm trading mine as CFD contracts. It's the same thing, just trading as a CFD. But let's go to the DAX. And one of my favorite reports you guys will always hear me speak about is this previous day's range report. Make sure that the daily is selected. And let's look at the last year. When we've taken out the previous day's highs, 74% of the time, we close for a bullish closing day. When we take out the lows, 77% of the time. But let's look at it by weekday. This is where it becomes quite interesting. We can see on a Thursday in the last year, when we take out the previous day's lows, extended market hours lows on the DAX, 84% of the time, we actually close as a bearish closing day. Now, what does this mean for us? Well, this means that basically I would not be looking to buy dips over here today on the DAX because we've taken out the lows. Now I would be looking to sell rallies. Simple. I use these Edgeful factors. This is how I use the Edgeful reports. I use the Edgeful reports to basically come up with biased theses. Then I can use price action and VWAP and all that type of technical analysis to actually get myself in the trade. But if you can't really get the bias right, well, it's going to be quite tough about your entries because you're not going to be trading in the right direction. Does that make sense for the guys listening in the chat? What's up, Mitch? Can see Mitch in the chat. Hoa, Crypto, good to have you on. Thanks for helping us there last night with the Discord. Anyone on here on the YouTube or Twitter that is watching live and has anything that they would like me to cover? Let's make sure we do go over some gold. Bitcoin back above 85K. We did pop yesterday quite nicely. But let's go over some gold. Gold back above $3,000. But we are not looking particularly bullish here today. Although we did take out the previous day's highs, we are coming down right now with some bearish market structure. So what I'm saying by this is you have to use Edgeful's reports in conjunction with technical analysis. Just because we break previous day's highs doesn't mean we just buy. You have to be able to put it together with simple technical analysis. And you can see actually on gold here, since we took out the highs, look, we're making lower highs, right? So why would we be looking for longs on that there? Okay. Mag 7 stocks here, red across the board, notably Tesla, again, not trading well, down 1.3%. So not looking particularly bullish at the moment. Anyone have any thoughts or anything that they are looking to trade this morning? Okay, as mentioned, as always, for live streaming at the open, I'm on ASFX TV. You can check the link in my bio. You can use the code James for 50% off. This is where I come and trade live after this Edgeful pre-market prep every single morning. So that's where you can get me. You can use the code James for 50% off. The link is in my bio. For the guys on Discord, please be careful of scam accounts. And I won't message you first. So just be aware of that. We do get quite a bit of that in the Discord too. Okay, so let's come here to pound dollar. I just want to go over some of these as well. Okay, GU not looking particularly bullish either this morning. So dollar index picking up some strength. It seems like Let's see what the good old rand's trading at, 18.20 to the dollar, South African rand. Okay. Cool. Let's go back to my simple layout. I just like looking at the stuff that I really trade. Something that's been helping me recently has been slimming down my watch list. I've really only been trading the DAX and the S&P 500. I've had some trades on some yen crosses too, and then a few stocks that I do watch. But I think, less is more. You don't need to be looking to trade everything every single day. We actually have some guys trading very, very nicely in the Discord by just keeping it simple, right? Good to see Happy back here in the Discord. Please, if you're in the Discord and you want me to cover anything, please let me know. Let's go touch over a little bit of NQ. NQ, what I am seeing, I did show about that opening week range report, but we are still trading as an inside day. We have not taken out the previous day's highs or previous day's lows. So quite a big probability that we obviously will see a break of that, because if you come here to the inside bars report, and let's go to NQ. Okay. NQ on the, let's go like this. NQ on, as you can see, inside bars. Was it outside days? Sorry, outside days report. Apologies. Let's go like this. And we can see in the last year on NQ, very rarely. So very rarely do we actually trade as an inside day. Is it inside? There we go. Okay, here we go. Inside days, 15% of the time do we trade as an inside day, and 84% of the time we trade as an outside day. So knowing that, we know that one of these sides will be broken. Okay, one of these sides are going to be broken. I would like to favor the downside right now, which would be another 200 points lower on the NQ. And with Mag 7 stocks being down, that's probably not a bad idea to look at. Another report that you can use with Edgeful, and that I love using this opening week, is this opening candle continuation report. What this basically measures is the first hour of trading. If the first hour is bullish, we look for longs. First hour is bearish, we look for shorts. I've been posting some reports of the day, how I'm using it, guys. I'm always putting in the profit section here on the Discord. I'm always putting what I'm actually seeing for the day and how I actually managed to trade it. So please, the Discord is actually a great place to actually come and have a look at, right? So yeah, I hope everyone is finding some good value in it. But yeah, other than that, I think right now, just with the overnight moves and everything like that, and world markets, we aren't looking particularly bullish. Let's see what we do get at the open. Let's keep it steady. I might wait for that opening candle continuation to look to find balance, see where we are at. The only thing I would like to trade back towards the lows here, the only thing is we are sitting at the zone that we did pop at for FOMC yesterday. So we got to keep that in mind. But other than that, I think reports that we could look at today for is definitely that opening candle continuation report is going to help a lot. Let's see what the first hour does. I'm always going to say that. Let's wait and see what the open does. You don't have to jump into trades straight away. Depending on your trading style, sit tight. You just need 1 or 2 good trades a day. You're going to make money, a lot of money in this career doing it. When you try and jump the gun, that's where things can go south. So that's my plan today. Let's wait for this first hour, see what we get, and then we'll go from there. No scheduled news coming out for the rest of the day, so we're clear on that side. So yeah, for now, I'll leave you guys there, and let's have a good trading day. And I will be in the Discord the rest of the week. Yeah, I appreciate your guys' time. Is there 10 a.m. red folder news today? It does not look like it. 10 a.m. red folder news. That looks like it could be a medium impact news. So if you go to medium impact orange folder news, it looks like there is existing home sales. Yep, medium impact news. So no red folder news. I don't really look at medium impact news. I look at red folder news. Otherwise, you're just going to be trying to avoid every single news event. So yeah, no high impact scheduled news and for the rest of the day. So clear on that side. Let's have a good trading day. And I'll see you guys in the Discord for the rest of the day and on ASFX TV as mentioned.